Hello, thank you for tuning in to this section of weekly reads. I'm also doing in-person reads in Herkimer, New York. The information should be below. If not, email me and I'll give you the details if you're near Herkimer, New York. This should be on the YouTube channel, James13 Wicca. Every now and then we get some weird people pulling funny little stunts, so I'm going to make sure that that's there. I'm going to put the decks below, and beyond that, let's go ahead and get into your read. If you want a reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below, same email. Thanks again, and again, like I said, on to your reading. Hello, Sagittarius. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. These readings are valid for whenever you come to them. That being said, what do we have for Sagittarius? You got the Page of Fire at the top, which can be a very positive card for Sagittarius. You have your Temperance card here where you're standing. So whatever this is, there's blocks coming up. Whatever this is, you have success waiting for you. Getting through that at the moment, you have success waiting for you. You have success waiting for you. Okay. I feel like something's trying to come to you, but it may be delayed. I feel like you're hearing about things coming your way. And I feel like in the past, whatever the situation was, I wasn't even sure I was going to get into this situation. Wasn't even sure it was going to be mine. I was hoping it was going to be, but I wasn't sure it was really going to be. And what I'm getting from this is it's getting closer. And at this point, you should have that energy where you know whatever it is you're waiting for will be yours. The waiting might be quite an aspect that I don't really care for. I feel like I'm waiting by the mailbox. Every day I go out to the mailbox. Oh, not here, not here, not here. Every day I go to the mailbox. Not here, not here. But it's coming. Do you expect it? What do you like? Where are Sagittarius's expectations for this? You're thinking it's going to be a while. You are thinking it's going to be a while, but you do also think it's coming. You may also not be sure how much of an advantage or how much of a good thing it will be. Something is holding the situation back. I feel like this happens a lot to Sag. Other people holding things back, but I don't think you're expecting it anytime soon, so it doesn't seem to be bothering you. It almost feels like this is how this situation rolls. It constantly keeps people on the outside. It constantly tries to delay. It constantly tries to hold things back, and it's almost like, even though I know it's mine now, same as it has been, holding, dragging feet, not willing to move forward. It will be mine, but I have no idea how much or when. How much of it will come my way, whatever that may be, or when it will. But it will come. That's a good way. It may not be close, but I get that, like, whenever it comes forward, I feel like I have to be ready to deal with, like, what's going to come my way and what I want to do with it. There seems to be some type of split going on here. The Lover's card that comes in like this, which could be Gemini energy, which is your antithesis. And then the Seven of Wands, which is also this way, which is kind of the letting go on some things, but not letting go on other things. Being choosy on what I'm going to hold my ground on. The next level of information should be coming forward soon. The next level of information should be coming forward soon. Is that good for Sagittarius? Strength half in, half out, which is, again, like this. It means there's some good aspects and some not so good aspects of it. I feel like I'm trying to move with it. I want to do things with it. I want to set it up. I want to make plans with it, but I can't. And I feel like what they're saying is keep centered on it. Okay. and realize that it's just blocked for right now, but this is not new with this situation. What is going on with this situation is a good question, because I get that at some point you will get what you're waiting for. That Sun card shows up, and it's kind of like, I finally got to the top of the mountain. It finally came. It is finally going to show up at some point, but like, it's dragging. It's really dragging, and I'm trying to understand, like, what can you realistically do with this? I feel like what they're saying is, like, do what you do best. Keep yourself moving. Don't let it pull you down. You know how this situation rolls. Be careful of those around you. Release yourself from people around you who seem to be very similar, or so if it's like waiting for a job promotion to come in or something like that, or like when this department comes in here, we're all gonna move into this new department. There may be people around this situation who are also feeling like, when you get yours, I'm going to get mine, and I'm really impatient for it. I want it too. You might want to disconnect yourself from that for a while, because their frustration could bleed over onto you. It can make it much more heavy for you than it has to be. You seem to be like you're more accepting it, in the sense of like, it's been slow the whole time. I don't know why it would be any different now. It's kind of like keeping to your power, keeping to your energy, and keeping your energy higher by possibly disconnecting from other people who are not willing to say the same thing or feel the same way, or it's not even like they're not willing to see it your way, because I don't think you need that. It's more about them pushing their energy, and then you just kind of soaking it up without realizing it. And maybe distancing yourself for a while within relation to the subject. It doesn't mean you can't hang out or be around these people at all, but like not talking about that subject, or dismissing yourself from that conversation if they start that conversation. Because there's stress around the situation that does seem to be bleeding in on you. I keep getting that you see it for what it is. Then the trick is to not let other people's stress become your stress, because I keep seeing that happen. Other people's stress, even though there's success here, other people's stress becomes your stress. It doesn't have to be that way. When it finally does come forward, the world comes in. It comes in slowly. It does come in slowly, but once it starts and once you see the pattern, you'll know what to expect. But it does come in slowly when it does come in. You get these two cards that could be a legal aspect with the Justice and the Star card. They're both air cards, both very strong with communication. I don't think this is bad for you either, but other people might be bothered with this too. Other people may have more of a problem than you do. I feel like you're kind of like, well, I'll just make it work. I'll just do what I got to do. Doesn't mean it's right, but this is what I got to do. This is what I got to do. It seems a lot with this situation. The situation itself is going to work out pretty much the way you think it is. It's more about the people around it and how the other people around it are affecting you or affecting your energy, and maybe making things more difficult for you than they really need to. Because I'm getting like some advice with this, which I'm seeing, but I don't know why I'm avoiding it. But they're saying, when it comes to this subject, and it might be just this subject, doesn't mean you can't hang out with these people at all, but like staying away from this connection when it comes to this subject, because I feel like this situation does feel heavy, and it doesn't have to. Because it seems like you know exactly where it's going to go. You seem to know. But when other people's stress is imposed on you, it pulls the energy down a lot. Is there more I can say with that? Because it's kind of like if you keep it to yourself or keep that energy away from that, or you might flat out have to say, I don't want to talk about that. You can dismiss yourself from the conflict. You don't have to be strong with it. You don't have to bring up your energy. You don't have to keep yourself strong with it if you just keep yourself away from it and don't talk to certain people about it. There is some tomfoolery going on with it, around it, and there are some problems, but I don't think these are problems that you're going to figure out. I feel like these are problems other people are going to sort out. So it's almost like watching something play out. I don't know. It's like watching something play out behind the scenes and realizing there's all these problems, but it's like you're more interested in the final product, even though you can see all this stuff happening behind the scenes. also not having the ability to change that or affect it the way you want to becomes like, it becomes more of a stress than a help to know that stuff is happening. It's kind of like if you know all the ins and outs, even though it's going to work out the same way whether you like it or not, knowing that stuff could actually make it heavier too. If you keep too close an eye on it, that might be a problem too. Because there's things going on around it that I feel like could easily get under your skin. Doesn't have to be that way. So I feel like that's what this whole thing's about. You kind of know where the situation's going to go. You are right. It's going to take a long time. It's nothing new. That's how the situation has gone. It's gone. It's gone. It's gone. It's other people's energy kind of affecting yours in a way that you don't want it to. And I don't feel like, whatever this is, I don't feel like you can impress upon other people to kind of see it your way or to try to have a different viewpoint. I don't feel like they're very open to that. In fact, it might get even heavier coming towards you, kind of like, you can't say that, Sag, and this and that and that and that and the other thing. And their energy going down is going to pull yours down too. Finding a way to avoid the subject at the very least will help keep your energy up and help you just kind of get through this part of life without worrying how bad it will be, because I don't think it's going to be bad for you. That's the thing. But other people, the way they feel, it may feel to you like it's going to be really bad, but it doesn't have to be. I feel like the situation is going to have a very good outcome for you. It's just waiting it out, pacing yourself and stepping away from it and doing what you can, and when you can't, just dismissing yourself from the subject altogether and just waiting it out and keeping yourself busy with other things. Other people, it's not their thing. That's them. All right, I think we're there. I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email. jamesforastral@gmail.com. This is James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below. Same email. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.